As their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stafford on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's Stafford. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second and a yard, Stafford, that is caught inside the 5. And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Again, it's Stafford. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
The Bengals first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
first down.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Mixon trying to punch it in, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He'll buy some time right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
4-yard line.
Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 4. Throwing is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On second down, it's Patterson. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Bengals have recovered it. And this is taken into the end zone. The final recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A
reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw it with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad. Because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Patterson, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
For number 80.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. second down. Here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going for the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On the deep ball. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Burrow to throw on second down. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys would go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game. Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And a nice job at break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Granted, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Little short pass to James. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that, because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quick.
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun again to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jamal Agnew. Incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
That's out to the left and complete.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic. About he shouldn't have thrown that ball, but remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, but
to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
And at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins taking it in. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
The Bengals will line up for the...
Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
A quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 18. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here we go with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Buying time to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
42-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll drop this one down to Mixon. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He finds his running back, Mixon. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Blitz coming and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Awesome job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
It's done now, part 2. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for nothing.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this this one in the win column.
Today's final score.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Lions, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.